G'day everyone. Today we're reviewing some of the new Toy Story action figures that were available in my local Target. I've also got some of the Series 1 minis, so we'll be having a look at those as well. So there's a little blind bag sets. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 or 12 to collect. So we'll have a look at those. We'll put them to one side and we'll have a look at the action figures first. So basically they're carded on the Toy Story card. Buzz Lightyear, it's poseable according to the front. So collect them all. Basically on the back of the card it's showing some of the other figures that are available. At my Target there was the rabbit and Slinky, as well as Woody and Buzz. So scale wise they're probably scaled quite well to each other, based on their actual characters. So what we might do is we'll open these up, and Woody's, the back of Woody's, shows obviously some of the other figures that are available. So as I said, yes, this one is definitely in our Target, and so is Slinky. But they all look good and different. I like the, he looks more sort of like a G.I. Joe style smaller figure. This one is really, really big in the box. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Rex looks like. So let's open these up and have a quick look at them. Okay, so first up we have Buzz Lightyear. So starting off with, these feel really solid. Like they are, I mean obviously Buzz's chest is quite hollow, but it still feels like quality plastic. So we've got a head that I think it only just goes left and right. I don't think there's like a little bit of forward movement, but I think that's just, it's rocking in its place. So the arms, a ball joint, full 360. We've got elbow joint and elbow rotation, wrist rotation. There's no movement in the wrist. So both arms are the same. And then we've got waist, so he does actually twist at the waist, it's very tight. Leg goes up. There's a ball joint at the knee which is very tight, but there is a twist and a ball joint at the knee. The foot is all molded in the one spot, so there's nothing to change there, but as I said, there is a ball joint and a hinge at the hip, and then a ball joint and a twist at the knee. So you can get some sort of poses. It's just a matter of keeping his feet flat, and you can, pose him with the laser beam. And he looks pretty good. So overall, the paint's really good. So he's got the backpack on. There's no action features or anything like that in the backpack, but that is Buzz Lightyear. So next up we have Woody. So obviously, Woody is a much taller action figure. I'm just trying to get him to stand up. So yeah, by comparison to Buzz, he's a good height above him, and again that's pretty close and accurate to the actual movie. So he's got the smirky sort of face, come down to the boots, and he does come with his hat, and then this is Buzz. So with Woody, he's obviously got the skinnier legs, but he's got the head, just rotates left and right. There's no no forward movement or anything like that, but it does move left and right. His shoulders go up full 360 degrees, in and out. He's got shoulder, elbow rotation as well as an elbow bend, and the hands do twist, but there's no other articulation in the hands. He has on the belt, he has his little holster on the side, which is made out of a sort of a lighter, sort of more brittle feeling plastic compared to the rest of the body. The rest of the body is really solid. He does have the ring pull on the back. He also has the ribbon around his neck, which it seems the back of his scarf there is very very pliable. And then the legs have full range of motion. We've got the knee joint and a knee twist. There's nothing at the boot, so the boots are in a different plastic but molded on, but they there's no actual twisting on the boots, so he will be limited. Obviously you've got to try to keep him flat-footed. And then we've got the hat, which is made out of a more sort of pliable plastic. It's a bit softer than the holster and the boots, but this should just, yeah, so that just fits on like that. And there we have Woody. So he can, you know, if he wants to, he can do a sort of a karate pose and Buzz. And there we have Woody and Buzz. So I've got no problems with the paint on these. The paint apps look really good. The plastic feels really quality. As I said, the only thing is Woody's holster feels a little brittle, but apart from that, these are two really nice figures. They've got limited articulation, but they're still pretty good. They'll be good for taking photos. They're smaller than some of the bigger sort of scale ones, so they're easy to fit in the backpack. So let's just see how tall these guys are. So Woody, probably at the top of his head, is about 23 centimeters, 230 mil. Probably to the top of his hat, almost 250. And Buzz is probably at about 180, so 18 centimeters tall. So we've got Woody and Buzz off. So that's a Buzz off from the Masters of the Universe Classics collection, so considerably taller than those. So Buzz actually probably scales in with the Masters of the Universe, but Woody is obviously towering over them. But again, that is sort of correct based on how big Woody is compared to Buzz in the movies. So now we'll open some of these blind bags. Now there's a definite, like, this blind bag feels much heavier than this one. This one feels similar, on par with this one. These were $4 each at Target, and I'm just trying to remember how much Woody and Buzz were. So this is Target Australia. They were $19 each. So each of the action figures was $19, and these were $4 each at the front counter. So we will crack these open. Don't know if we can easily tear across there. Pop it at the back. Okay, so first blind bag. So we have, I don't think they have their names on the back, but it's the sort of the Evel Knievel character. So we'll just place him there and we'll have a close-up look at them in a second. And so the next bag, as I said, this one feels a lot heftier. Ooh. So we have the freaky looking yeah, I'm sure he's the one that seems to be in the trailer in the antique store. Looks very creepy. That whole ventriloquist dummy sort of thing going on. And then the third and final one. Excellent. It is Rex. So let's have a closer look at these. So here we have Rex. He's got the big happy eyes, tiny little hands, feet, little tail. So he looks really good. Woody's down. Then we've got the ventriloquist dummy. So he's got the mouth lines there. His arms are sort of hanging down by his side. Fix me up, I'm a puppet. He's got the really oversized head, the creepy looking stare. Reminds me of one of the characters in Goosebumps. And then we have the sort of evil Knievel. He's got the big Merv Hughes moustache. He's got the helmet tucked under the arm. He's got the Canadian flag on the back of his helmet. Yeah, he looks like a really interesting character. I'm not sure who's playing him in the movie. So there you go. There are 3 of the minifigures, and also Buzz and Woody. So overall, the Toy Story 4 merchandise has started. I just bought the Lego the other day as well, and I'll be doing a review on that at a later date. So these first 2 figures are really solid. They've got good prints, they've got good texture, they've got reasonable articulation, and ultimately they don't have any bells and whistles or sound effects, but I think they are 2 good representations of Buzz and Woody. So I'm looking forward to taking more photos of these 2 figures in the future.